For those who think the Great Reset is not going to control every aspect of your life, let me give you a couple of things. They are now taking the next step to shape global, regional, and industry agendas, end quote, with a new digital ID system. Under the framework, the WEF proposes collecting data from many aspects of people's everyday lives, that's a quote, through their devices, telecommunication networks, and third-party service providers. The WEF suggests that this data collection dragnet would allow a digital ID, now listen to this, it's very narrow. It would allow a digital ID to scoop up data on people's online behavior, purchase history, network usage, credit history, biometrics, names, national identity numbers, and medical history. Plus your travel history, social accounts, e-government accounts, bank accounts, energy uses, health stats, education, and I love this one, and more. What's left? Once the digital ID has access to this huge, highly personal set of data, the WEF proposes using it to decide whether users are allowed to, quote, own and use devices, quote, open bank accounts, quote, carry out online financial transactions, quote, conduct business transaction, quote, access insurance and treatment, book trips, still quoting, go through border control between countries or regions, still quoting, access third-party services that rely on social media logins, file taxes, vote, collect benefits, end quote. So, you know that passport that they gave you? It was so crazy to think that maybe that COVID passport might grow into something, exactly like this. In this advancing digital agency, the power of data intermediaries report, the WEF positions this digital ID framework as part of the solution to a trust gap in data sharing, and notes that vaccine passports, which were mandated across the world during COVID-19, do, by nature, serve as a form of digital identity. The WEF also praises the way vaccine passports have allowed governments to harvest data from their populations, I'm quoting, without notice or consent. Oh, I love that when our government does that, don't you? Quoting.
Yep. All right, shalom, shalom. First thing first, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, those who rule well on how I learned this truth from. All right, salutation to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth in all sincerity and diligence. All right, risking their lives and freedoms to do so. And shalom to the rest of the elect as we all await the second Exodus coming quickly by the hands of Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, this is your brother Rakaga Bar, back at you again with another lesson. All right, the end of the world. All right, Esau's diabolical attempt to enslave the world digitally. Okay, the end of the world. All right, Esau's diabolical attempt to digitally enslave the world. Okay, and that's what is happening, man. This is underway. All right, this thing is completely underway, and I was just meditating on it the other night. Okay, how this is it, man. You know, the scriptures tell you in the book of Habakkuk 2, all right, that the vision, all right, let's just grab it, because now we see the vision is loud and clear. All right, this is Habakkuk 2. Bear with me. In 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, man. So we're at the end where this vision is speaking loud and clear, man. All right, the digital enslavement system, the mark of the beast system. All right, this thing is underway, and this is Esau's. This is his last attempt, man. All right, because this dude know that he doesn't have the birthright. All right, he know that this is the end of this particular age. We don't know what that devil has saw up there in the heavens. They talking about 3-eye atlas, and they're freaking out because the beings on the ships are black, look like so-called black men, like 7 feet tall. This dude has seen some shit, man. Okay, and that's why he has to come down with great wrath on the people to try to establish this system. Okay, that's why the apostles, hey, Trump is that cruel Lord, man. Okay, and if you if you paying attention, Trump is that God, man. I believe that, through the Spirit, that Trump is that cruel Lord spoken of in Isaiah the 19th chapter, man. And everything he's doing is ushering in his system. Okay, from Palantir, the Gideon, all right, the Stargate program, all right, the ICE and the whole border crisis. We know they want to have the biometric entry exit visa system, which is also what taking place over there in Europe. You see, so this thing is underway, all right, and this is the indicator that, yeah, we are at the end of this age, man. Matter of fact, let's grab this. It's 2nd Ezra 6. All right. When people talk about the end of the world, people understand that, at least, when you speak of end times, people understand it would be just dire times, very evil, chaotic times on the earth. And yeah, we're in those times, man. All right, and this is Esau's last diabolical attempt. It's diabolical, goes into a devilish, because he's the devil the Bible speaks about, man. This dude want to digitally, and you seen the video, he want to digitally enslave you to where, everything you do in society is going to be filtered through your digital ID. It's ultimately going to be filtered through that chip that they want to put in your right hand or in your forehead, man. And when you pay attention to the events playing out in the world, you know that the Bible is real, man. In the words of Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, are faithful and true, for the simple fact that these things are evident. Okay, look at Elon Musk and his companies with Neuralink. Look at all these other startups that are doing the same thing. Okay, look at the digital societies that these countries all around the world are beginning to adopt. And we, as the prophets of the Lord, all right, over here at Great Millstone and affiliates, we've warned you of these things, man. And we continue to warn you of these things, and it's like they're playing out right before you, and it's like you can't refute it, man. And this is what Esau's last diabolical attempt. He wanted to digitally enslave everybody. That's why if you take that chip, you're through. You see? But this is 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What should be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See? So Esau is the end of the world, which goes into this age, right? This is the end of this wicked age, man. And the Lord set up the basest man, which is none other than Esau Edom, to show us what a perfect wicked devil is on earth. You see, the earth is out of course. Everybody's fucking in la la land and fucking clown world. Everything's backwards. Men want to be women. Women want to be men. The children are monsters. You know what I'm saying? YNs and YBs. This shit got to go, man. Nothing is, the food is polluted. The air, the water, everything is polluted. And now, at the very, very end, because Esau don't got the birthright, he wants to digitally extend his life. Right? And they make shows on this, like upload it on Amazon Prime Video or whatever. They want to load themselves digitally to the fucking metaverse type shit to try to get some type of immortality, because that's not granted to them. See, that's granted to the Israelites, man. Okay, and it's just beautiful, man, because this is it. This is the end of the world, man. And this is what it will look like. This dude, wanting to digitally enslave everybody. All right, and this was already written before times. All right, because the Lord declares the end from the beginning. And so we seeing it play out. So we're blessed to be in these times, man. Right? This is Job 5:12. It says, He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Yeah. And what is Esau's enterprise? Because enterprise can go into an undertaking. All right. It's what? This digital ID system, man. Or translation of beast system, the mark of the beast, right? Wanting to digitally enslave, track, trace, monitor, control every facet of your life. So everything you do, travel, banking, healthcare, government aid, even down to a personal level, just going shopping. He want that chip in you to where it's going to facilitate all that, man. And if you can't see the writings on the wall, then your eyes is not awake. You're not awakened, man. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much the point. It says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So the Lord is going to disappoint this devil, meaning they're not going to fully be able to digitally enslave everybody, man. Now this thing is going to get mandated, like over there in the UK. They said you got to have the digital ID or you won't be able to work. That's the type of shit that's coming. And also they're going to allow all hell to break loose and allow for you to continue dealing with this cost of living, so that way you can turn to them for some type of help. And when they provide you a digital currency to escape, some of the troubles you're dealing with, just know it's gonna that MOTB is gonna be shortly behind it if they don't just roll it out with it. Okay, we gotta wait and see how that plays out. But guess what? The vision is clear at this point, man. You see, so the Lord is gonna disappoint them. Esau's sloppy. He's lost the narrative. He's out of control. And before long, man, the Lord is going to, force this devil's hand and allow his system to completely collapse. All right. But they are going to get a certain amount of you people chipped. Because some people already have it, especially over there in Sweden. So we're watching this shit play out in real time, man. All right. But give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Detail Wababa Ball. Shalom.